Welcome to 10 minutes video on fantastic dataset and where to find them channels. I'm Mary. In today's video we are talking about a speech command dataset, which is a valuable resource for training machine learning models.
Oops, wait a second. Let's go back and fix that. Actually, it is a speech command dataset with a limited vocabulary for speech recognition,
which is a valuable resource for training machine learning models to recognize spoken commands. Let's begin!
This video will guide you through 6 main points. 1. Introduction to speech commands and understanding speech command datasets. 2. Dataset collection and purpose. 3. Contents and usage. 4. Advantages. 5. Acquiring speech command datasets. 6. Limitation and conclusion. What is the definition of a speech command? In the context of technology, speech recognition focuses on enabling computers to understand and interpret human speech, converting it into text or executing commands based on recognized words. What is a speech command dataset with limited vocabulary? The speech commands dataset with limited vocabulary is a collection of audio recordings, isolated spoken words intended for training and evaluating systems that recognize specific commands or keywords. It typically includes a focused set of words relevant to applications like voice assistants or IoT devices, ensuring accurate detection in real-world scenarios with minimal computational resources. The limited vocabulary in the speech commands dataset is important because it allows for more precise and efficient training of speech recognition systems. By focusing on a specific set of words or commands, the dataset helps optimize model performance and accuracy, especially in applications where rapid response and minimal computational resources are crucial. Dataset collection and purpose. Who collected the dataset? Why were these 35 words chosen, and what is the purpose of this dataset? Who collected the dataset? The dataset was primarily curated by Pete Worden, a researcher at Google, with significant contributions from the AIY and TensorFlow teams, as well as support from various individuals including Billy Rutledge, Rajat Monga, Raziel Alvarez, Brad Kruger, Barbara Petit, and Gershish Kaur. Why were these 35 words chosen, and what is the purpose of this dataset? In Pete Worden article, he discusses how these specific words were selected to ensure robust performance of keyword recognition models, particularly in distinguishing meaningful commands from irrelevant speech. These included the digits 0 to 9, and in version 1, 10 words that would be useful as commands in IoT or robotics applications: yes, no, up, down, left, right, on, off, stop, and go. One of the most challenging problems for keyword recognition is ignoring speech that doesn't contain triggers, so Pete Worden also needed a set of words that could act as tests of that ability in the dataset. Some of these, such as tree, were picked because they sound similar to target words and would be good tests of a model's discernment. Others were chosen arbitrarily as short words that covered a lot of different phonemes. The final list was bed, bird, cat, dog, happy, house, Marvin, Sheila, tree, and wow. Contents and usage. What is inside this dataset, and how can it be used? Let's take a closer look at what's included in this dataset. The size of this dataset is 105,829 clips, which is spoken by 2,618 different speakers. The size of this dataset is 3.8 gigabytes. This dataset is a set of 1-second .wav audio files, each containing a single spoken English word. Why are the clips 1 second long? To make training and evaluation easier, Pete Worden limited each audio clip to 1 second. This works well, since keyword recognition usually focuses on short words. These words are from a small set of commands and are spoken by a variety of different speakers. The audio files are organized into folders based on the word they contain. This dataset has 35 words, including digits and common IoT commands. As you can see, the number of audio files varies for each word. For instance, there are 1,664 audio files for the word backward. Additionally, this dataset includes background noise to help train the model for real-world scenarios. Let's hear some of these audios.
Backward.
backward,
Transforming raw audio data. To work with audio data in machine learning, the raw audio signals need to be transformed into a format that can be processed by learning algorithms. One common approach is to convert the audio signal into a spectrogram. Creating a spectrogram, short-time Fourier transform, the audio signal is split into small overlapping parts, and a Fourier transform is applied to each part. This creates a series of frequency spectra, which together form the spectrogram. Mel frequency substral coefficients. These are features derived from the audio signal that represent the short-term power spectrum. They are commonly used in speech recognition tasks. Mel spectrogram. For certain applications, especially in speech and audio processing, the frequencies in the spectrogram are mapped to the Mel scale to create a Mel spectrogram. The Mel scale is designed to mimic human auditory perception, emphasizing frequencies that are more relevant to human hearing. These are the Mel spectrogram images of the word backward spoken by two different people. As you can see, their plots are very similar and share common features, yet they are distinct from the features of other words, such as cat. By extracting these similar features and training a machine learning model, we can accurately recognize specific words in speech. What are the advantages of using this dataset? Have you ever thought about whether your phone or devices that use speech commands are always listening to you and processing your speech? No, they're only activated by a trigger word. These systems activate devices with specific phrases like Marvin, processing this detection locally. This local processing helps avoid high costs and privacy risks that come with sending data to external servers. However, there are significant challenges. These voice interfaces must run efficiently on mobile devices, which have limited resources. This means we need smaller, energy-efficient models to ensure the devices don't quickly drain their batteries. This is where the speech command dataset comes in. It's particularly valuable for developing local algorithms. By enabling local processing, this dataset helps us create systems that are battery efficient, enhancing the device's battery life. It also ensures greater security by keeping user data private, as commands are processed on the device rather than being sent to the cloud. Plus, it boosts speed, providing faster response times since there's no need for communication with external servers. Where was it acquired? What was acquired? Where can you find this dataset? Where was the data collected? Pete Warden, the collector of this dataset, believed that the use of studio-captured samples appeared unrealistic due to their lack of background noise, high-quality microphone capture, and formal settings. Warden emphasizes that successful models must be able to handle noisy environments, low-quality recordings, and natural, conversational speech. To address this, all utterances were captured using phone or laptop microphones, wherever users happened to be. The exception was ensuring privacy by asking users to record in a quiet room with the door closed, avoiding background conversations. Thus, he collected data as he believed. What was acquired? Version 0.01, released on August 3, 2017, containing 64,727 audio files. Version 0.02, released on April 11, 2018, expanded to 105,829 audio files. Training the default convolution model from the TensorFlow tutorial on the first version of the dataset resulted in an 85.4% top 1 score on the V1 test set. When trained on the second version of the dataset, the model achieved an 88.2% top 1 score on the V2 test set and 89.7% on the V1 test set, indicating a significant accuracy improvement with the V2 training data. The table illustrates the enhanced performance of the model with the updated dataset. Where do I get the dataset? The easiest way to access and utilize the speech commands dataset is through TensorFlow Datasets. TensorFlow Datasets provides a convenient script that makes downloading and loading the dataset a breeze. You can find the script here. Limitation: this dataset has limitation in two main areas. Vocabulary scope: the dataset includes only 35 words, which may not cover all keywords needed for more complex applications. Focus on isolated words: it emphasizes clear, single-word utterances, which may not fully capture the variability of natural speech, including background noise and continuous speech. Conclusion: and that's a wrap on our look at the speech commands dataset. We've covered how this dataset helps train systems to recognize specific words and why it's useful for creating smart, voice-controlled devices. To sum it up, this dataset focuses on 35 common words, making it a great resource for developing efficient and secure voice recognition systems. While it has some limits, like having a small set of words and only recording single words, it still provides valuable data for training accurate models.
Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, subscribe, Fantastic Dataset and Where to Find Them channel. And don't forget to leave your comment and your question below. We would love to hear from you. Until next time, happy learning!